Hey, this is David. It's been a little while. It's actually been for me. It's been about 7, 8 months that I haven't made a video. I know you've seen some videos here and there in the last few months, but some of those were recorded a long time ago, and others, I hosted a few live things, but it was different. And I, this is the, I don't know. I've tried to make this video multiple times, and here's my promise. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to go for it because mostly it's for me, I guess, because I don't know who's watching this. I don't know who cares. It doesn't matter. I guess for those of you who do care, here it is. Here's the truth about what's going on in my life. Um, if you're expecting a guitar lesson, this is not the video. And there are many others on the channel. You can check them out. Um, all right, I've been on YouTube for 12 years, and for about 10 of those years, the 10 last years, it was 2, 3 videos every week, which I love doing. It's great. I love teaching guitar. I love talking about guitars. I love the interaction we have and all that. Um, those videos, like one video, especially the latest ones, it would take probably 15 to 20 hours to make. So multiply that by 2, 3, it's a lot. It's a lot. But that's not really the main reason I haven't been on the platform. See, what you've been seeing on the videos is the real me, but it's the me who's in my office. Like now I'm in my home, but I used to rent an office for reasons we're going to get into. And that was the happy David. That was the David at peace, like making a video, I work, make music and all that. But that's one reality. The other reality is the at home David and um, outside of work David, and that's been very challenging in many ways. See, the reason I remade this video multiple times is that it's a personal one, and I don't know how personal I can get, but I'll tell you what I can say, and what I can say is that it's been very difficult. At home, it's been very difficult because, see, that's the part, right? That's the part of dealing with health issues, um, physical, mental, um, very difficult. Some outbursts. We've experienced some outbursts of very difficult situations in the home. See how vague I am there? There's been some, not so much physical, but some mental violence going on for a long time, 8, 9 years, something like that. It's very difficult. And it's not the kind of situation where someone's at fault necessarily. It's more the physical thing. Anyways, it's been very difficult, very draining. In the middle of that, I have 2 kids and I'm married. I have 2 kids. My daughter got sick to the point where she had to have chemo. Doesn't have cancer, but it's another thing. But that's difficult. That's been really difficult too for the last year. Going through that in the middle of my daughter being in the hospital having chemotherapy. My dad passed away from chemotherapy. So that adds a whole layer of things. That's been very, very challenging too. Not only that, but I wasn't able to say goodbye to my dad because he was in Australia with my mom living over there. So I said goodbye on the phone. And he was unconscious too. So my mom was holding the phone to his ear and I said goodbye like that. What else? I like it's been very, very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah, what else can I tell? I'm just what can I say? I don't know. It's been hard. So that's why you haven't seen videos here on the channel. And that's only the surface, you know, like on the outside, you say, oh, man, like he's got all these guitars, he's got like this cool life, making all this money. No, no, no. Um, Amongst these things, it's gonna sound very, very strange for some people. It's gonna upset some people too, I know. But I've talked about it on the channel. I'm not hiding it. But amongst those things, um, man, I met a Jesus in that I didn't know before. It's always amazing how I'm meeting the real Christ within difficulties. In my weakness, he's the strongest. So it's a weird paradox, but within all these things, I have tremendous internal peace. It's like it's stuck inside somewhere. There's like massive peace about it. Now, there's another reason I feel weird saying that, like making this video. It's so different, but I think I owe it to some of you to just explain what's going on. Amongst all that, one of the reasons I stopped is that take away all that stuff, take away the deaths, and take away the chemo, and take away all those things. YouTube is a hard job. It's not just making videos. No matter how much people tell you, oh yeah, they're just comments, they're jealous, whatever, they get to you, especially if you're going through massive crisis behind the scenes. Some comments really, really, really hurt sometimes. Here's one, like the stress, typically stress it does weird things to different people. For me, I packed on all this weight, even though I'm hardly eating anything. I'm just like, I was super healthy a year ago, and then just stress, anxiety, all those things are really hurting. Trying to do things about it, but it's been difficult to read some comments on some of the changes, all that. Also, here's another thing I realized, and this is something I've realized before the chemo and before the deaths in the family, before all those things. I knew that YouTube, this work, online YouTube and things like that, had this negative effect on me, and I've seen it in many other people. I have a friend who's deep into it, and he's changed. Like the numbers game, the comparison game, like you make a video and you compare it to someone else and you feel like a failure because you didn't, and then you compare it to yourself. And if your video doesn't perform as well as you think it should, you feel like a failure because you put 40 hours into the video. All those things, they add up, and they feed your ego also. And I don't want to have an ego. I don't like what it does to me. And I have one. I have an ego. I don't like it. And so I wanted to get out, but I didn't know how. So this was a blessing in disguise to kind of stop feeding the machine, feeding the internal machine, the ego machine. Oh, look at me, look at me. No, like plus it was taking away from time from my family and my kids and all. I just like, you know, yeah. So but like I said, I found a lot of peace within through this whole thing. And I'm not stopping. What I love doing is actually I'm doing more of that, more teaching and more writing, which is my first love. I got back to writing music again. Maybe finally finishing this album. I love doing it. I love it. I love writing music and I love teaching it. Guitar Playback, which is the main website where I offer all my courses. I'm focusing on that now, more on a community thing, helping students. There's I'm putting in place some things for that are going to go towards this love for sharing and growing together as musicians. So that's in the works. a real community, a real membership. I started doing that with a few courses. I'll let you know. I'm not saying that I'm never going to make another video here. Actually, I'm just going to make the ones that I want to make. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to say where I'm at. Amongst all that, like I said, man, God's grace has been amazing. Really has. It's very tangible, very like the love that I feel sometimes from Him. It's like out of this world. So yeah, I'm happy. That's it. I'm gonna stop here. I just wanted to update you on what's going on. Thanks. I will see you next time.